Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Ambitions. Hope you're having a great day today. We're here in our UMC desert. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday, day 50. We're having good profits now. And actually, I just now realized I forgot to eat before I left the house. So I'm gonna run in really quick and do that. Not the smoothest start to my game. Smoothest start to my video, but whatever, it's fine. Inside this, we got the hand truck. We're going to be using it too. And I've got my businesses kind of set now to where they can kind of... Oh, you're just going to block me in then. Is that it? All right, cool. That's great. Yeah, we're just going to... No. All right, this is my road now. Okay. We're going to get started setting up the HQ today. Now, the HQ is kind of a unique building in that it doesn't directly make you money. It actually costs quite a bit to set up. But what it does is it allows your other businesses to make more money by reducing your costs, by increasing convenience, and allowing you to provide logistics to many more businesses. So it allows your business to expand intelligently and more efficiently. And as a result, it directly influences profit. It indirectly influences profit, but it still influences it. So we're currently on our way over to Mr. Scott's office supply store. All right. There's a gas station right there, I guess. That Mr. Scott's, all right, we're going over to Michael Scott's place over here. He is on the corner of 1st Avenue and 3rd Street right here. Mr. Scott's office supplies, all right, in Hell's Kitchen. And that's our destination, because what we're actually going to end up doing here is we're going to end up getting a small office building. Now, I'd like to do that over near where our businesses are. All right. So we live. We live here. There it is. And then our 2 businesses are right here. OK. And as we expand to more businesses, it's going to become increasingly difficult to... Okay, it's either going to become increasingly difficult or increasingly expensive to keep them supplied. The $1,000 delivery fee every time you have one of the wholesalers bring something, that stuff adds up quite quickly, especially when you start to have to do it 2, maybe 3 times a week. Now you're dipping into your profits massively with those delivery fees. So to mitigate that, we're going to set up an HQ. We're going to get some top-level employees, including purchasing agents and logistics managers. We're then going to need to rent warehouse space and start setting up our warehouses, as well as maybe getting a couple of different vans. I'll probably have to buy a couple of vans, and then hire drivers for those vans. And then we're going to set up contracts with the distributors over on the water, okay? So there's a lot of stuff to do today, and that's ultimately, I wanted to try to jam it all in one video if possible. So I'm going to tick off the retail one, go to office. And I actually see an office building right here next to our restaurant. Now, we don't need a very large office building. This one will work just fine. Our business is still small after all, but eventually we'll probably have to upgrade to something a bit bigger, like the 7,100 square foot one here, which is just enormous, right? Like it just adds 2 extra rooms and stuff, right? So eventually we're going to need stuff like that. But the daily rent for these buildings is $146, and then this one down here is $68. That seems great. We're going to go ahead and grab that, rent this building. And as you might have imagined, we're going to call this one Char Inc. I don't know if anybody saw that coming, but Char Inc. There it is. All right. So this is where our headquarters is. We need logistics managers, purchasing agents, and HR managers. These things are all very helpful, right? Again, they don't directly make you money, but they help you. Let's start with purchasing agents, because that's probably what we'll end up getting first. Purchasing agents are going to be responsible for setting up the import contracts and the deals with the manufacturers and stuff directly from overseas, bringing them in on the water. The more experienced your purchasing agent is, the better the prices you're going to end up getting. They're basically better negotiators on the pricing, okay? Logistics managers are going to be responsible for moving the products once they're purchased, for moving the products around. This includes managing the trucks that are in your warehouses, as well as drivers, and also making sure that all the products that are in your warehouses are being properly distributed in the right quantities to your businesses on an ongoing basis. So in other words, once you have these two set up and running really well, you no longer have to go and buy things from wholesalers yourself. You no longer have to pick that stuff up. You can start focusing on a more macro picture as opposed to micromanaging things, okay? But this stuff has a setup cost, and this stuff is ongoing. You have to pay these people. You have to have the rents for the different buildings and the warehouses and the trucks and the drivers. So it's not cheap, but the hope is that once you scale your business, it'll pay for itself as you scale. So, but in order to get started with all that stuff, we need to have a building. So this is now our headquarters. It's right next to our restaurant, okay? Right next to Grow Me Slowly. Perfect. Flip retail back on. Okay, so wants us to hire a purchasing agent, wants us to go buy computers, desks, chairs, etc. from Mr. Scott's Office Supplies. What do you know it? We're already right over there, all right? So here's...
Well, congratulations on your new headquarters. This is where all your top employees will be located. But we have to start hiring. And the first thing we need is a purchasing agent to help get us some important contracts.
I really thought I could make that turn before that truck came, but nope. I want to park right here. All right, so 96% on this van now. I hope it's not expensive to fix this. In case you're wondering what happens if their vehicle gets to zero, I'm not going to do this because it's expensive. But if you get your vehicle to zero, it just stops working. It just dies right where it is, no matter where it is. You can't just go get a jerry can and fill it up because it's not a problem with gas. So you have to call the towing service, and it's $500 for them to tow your vehicle to the place where it gets fixed, and then you have to fix it, right? So it's very expensive. I don't recommend it. Okay, so Mr. Scott's Office Supplies. It used to be in a very early version of the game, including the one we did in the last playlist, you had to buy specialized desks that came with the computer and the chair and everything like already done, right? These are basically like workstations, but through feedback, I don't remember whose feedback it was. It might have been mine or a lot of other people's probably. It evolved to allowing us to kind of make our office our own way. So now we can choose the desks that we use, the chairs that we use, and I don't think we can really choose the computers, but I don't know why you would want to choose a computer that's more expensive. In any case, we're going to grab this hand truck right here, and I'm going to buy some stuff for my office. So we can start with, let's say, 2 desks. We're going to need 2 computers, all right? And we're going to pick chairs. Now, I believe pretty much everything in this place is available in IKEA as well, I believe. The IKEA, with the exception of maybe these chairs. I don't remember seeing these Herman Miller, Aeron-esque style chairs. The stump mesh chairs are $2,200. It's ridiculous. It's way too expensive. That being said, though, I'm going to choose these multi-purpose chairs. So we'll end up getting those too. So let's go ahead and purchase these. We're already at $3,400. Remember, we're working with loan money too, so we want to be able to set this up. We want to have the capital up front to set this up to help us in making our business more efficient. Let's just pop this stuff inside the van. There we go. Run back into Mr. Scott's Office Supplies. Again, I can get this from IKEA, but I'm already down here for another reason, so it makes sense to do it. I'm going to grab the cabinet. That's a cheap coffee machine, not a cabinet. Yeah, so you have to watch what you're clicking because it doesn't look like they're actually going to let me buy the cabinet, even though the cabinet's what's being highlighted. I can't buy it. Can I buy the ceiling tube? No. So I'm basically only buying these cabinets then. All right. We want to get the chairs. So we're going to get one of the coffee machines. We're going to get 2 of the multi-purpose chairs. That should be good for now. And then I just need to get one of these cabinets with drawers from somewhere else, I guess. So that is what I'm going to get for now. I'm really just working on getting one single purchasing agent, and eventually there will be a logistics agent in here as well. But for now, this is what we're going to have in our van. All right. Pop that in there, leave this where it is, and let's go. Okay, next, we need to hire a purchasing agent, and you can't go to the standard agency that we've been going to hire those people. The game, I feel like it should say it up here, hire a purchasing agent from City Workforce Inc. The only place it really tells you is this little pop-up here that's on the map, that's sort of like pinned where you have to go. Depending on what you're looking at and what you're doing, it might be a little hard for your eyes to wander the edges of the screen to see that. The other place that will tell you this is inside the help menu, where you can see that they can be hired from City Workforce Inc. But I feel like just saying it up here would have been a good thing to do. Pretty much like everything else, you know, from Mr. Scott's office supplies, etc. But I digress. That's unimportant stuff. Just wanted to let you know that might be something that people are wondering, and if it is, that's why. Okay, so inside here, this is the wrong place. No, this is the right place. Just looks different. Wow. This place has gotten itself a remodel. Hello. All right. So inside here, we are going to be hiring people. So recruitment agent right there. Here we go. And we're going to select Char Inc. Now, these are appearing in the list, but you can't do anything with these businesses. If I click the grift, it's going to say that there's just nobody, we don't hire people for this kind of business, right? This place is all about a completely different tier of employee, right? These are for the people who work in your offices, right? Your white collar jobs, if you will. So we are going to have purchasing agent. Now, normally I would say, let's go cheap on this. Find me the person, I'll just get them right away. But there is benefit to getting someone with a higher skill level. And hopefully maybe we can get somebody with a high skill level that doesn't want a lot of money. I'm going to have them look for, let's say, let's look for 5 of them over the next 4 days, and we'll pay this much to try to find some decent ones. I don't know about the age though. Like I want to find them here, but these guys tend to be a little bit higher experience, but also want higher amounts of money. So it's a trade-off. Like I can get them a cheaper salary here, but I'm gonna have to pay to train them. I have time to train them though, and to be honest, I have time. So I'm actually gonna click that off. Let's go down to 3 over the next 2 days instead. All right, so we're gonna try to find purchasing agents. Good. I'm also interested because I might have this set up by the time it's necessary to do so. I think tomorrow I'll probably set it up because I can just do this over the phone now. I'd like to get logistics agents and stuff pulled in too. But I have time before that's needed, so it's fine. All right, so I think now what I'll do is I just need to go to that appliance store and get some of the cabinets. So if I come over, I want to say that place, I live here, so that place I'm going to is here. This is where I want to go, set that destination. And don't hit people. It's expensive to fix your vehicle. All right, so it doesn't look like I actually got here in time, unfortunately. I wanted to take care of the notices and stuff that I was seeing since deliveries won't happen in time. And I just didn't get here in time. I was like 2 minutes late. So I think I was 2 minutes late. Is that? Yeah, I was more than 2 minutes late. I was an hour and 2 minutes late. Anyway, they closed at 7. Wasn't able to get there in time. I think IKEA probably closes at 8, so I should have went there instead, but it is what it is. It's fine. So we have some stuff, and I'll just go ahead and drop that off at the office right now, and then sleep a day, come back, and get the little counter thing that I needed, because that's all I really need is that little cabinet thing. There we go. I'll park the vehicle, and let's go ahead and grab the hand truck, and we just grab the computers and the desks for now. And we're going to bring them to this building right next to Grill Me Slowly. And this is our office space. Now, the office comes over here, and it's got a different little interface to it, which is kind of nice. And if you click it and go to the schedule, it is always 8 to 4. You can't adjust this. All right, so we're just going to set the hand cart here. And actually, I can just set it up now. So we'll place the standard desk. The design of the office, like eventually you can stylize it and put it the way you want to make it look nice, but from a practical standpoint in terms of gameplay, it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to place it down, I guess, like this for now, and then we'll go ahead and put another desk right next to that. There we go, and just set it right there, I guess, and then the computer can go on that desk like so, and you can see the little white markings telling you where the different like spots that they can go are. So but we'll place the computer, of course, in the middle, and then we need to place the chairs. So we'll come all the way back to our, grab this and the coffee machine, and then we'll head this way. And as soon as we place the chair, we'll then have a valid workspace that we can use. So again, it used to be just a standard desk that would be used. That was a specialized desk, sorry. And now you can mix and match, and as long as the requirements are all met, you can have somebody work there. So a multi-purpose chair will go here, and it highlights to let you know that it's going to work. And then same thing here. We'll place it right there. Wait for it to highlight the blue. That lets you know it's going to connect. And that gives us 2 valid workstations that we can... yeah. We're going to place the coffee machine in the corner there in a box. I don't have the cabinet for it yet or not, but man, it took me forever to actually click that hand truck. Anyway, so that's it. I'm just gonna sleep real quick, and then I'll get the rest of the furniture for that. But the biggest thing that matters really is the actual agents and getting them hired. So decorating that isn't necessary yet unless the employees you're hiring have some sort of like specific requirements that says, I want to make sure that this is in there. And so I bought the coffee machine because I'm pretty sure, you know, at least one of them are going to want that. I don't have any evidence that suggests that that's a thing, but I don't know. Office workers having demands. I feel like a coffee machine it makes sense that would be one of them, you know. Looks like we're out of burgers again. So yeah, that's why I'm focused on this stuff now, because I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. I'd like to just set it up so we can start working a little bit smarter with our time. It does cut into our profits because it's costs, but it's one of those things where it's just worth it to set it up. So hopefully we get a call here pretty soon for people telling us that oh, it's over here. No, I want to go over to the wholesaler anyway to get a bunch of burgers. Yeah, we'll make sure we get burgers. Hello. Then we'll go to the Square Appliances. I don't really think we need to go. We don't need to go to City Workforce Incorporated anymore. We can just call them over the phone now. And there we go. Go to 37 Street. We're looking for burgers. Probably going to look for French fries too, to be honest. So I mean, we have 20 capacity in our van. We might as well fill it up. So if I'm looking at French fries, we have 883 of them. We're using nearly 5,000 over the course of 7 days. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt to grab some, I guess. I suppose I did accidentally buy pizzas. And pizzas are pretty good. The margin, percentage-wise, is technically not as good as, like, soda cans. But it makes up for it by being, like, an $11 per item profit at the standard market price. Because I believe it's $556. Well, it was when I bought them anyways. Let's see what it is now. If I head over here. All right, it's $504 now for 60 of them. So it's about, what, just under $9 per pizza? And we sell them for 20. Assuming, of course, we have that stuff set up in our restaurant, which we probably should do. But until I start making things complicated with more SKUs, if you will, I'd like to have deliveries and stuff set up so that I don't have to keep running them. Because the more SKUs we have, the more space in my truck I need. And, well, I really don't want to make any more trips. So we'll have some in stock, put it that way. I guess we'll pop some in there and have some in stock, but I'm not going to make sure we have soda cans too. You never have enough soda. They're always running out of soda. And then I'll grab some French fries too. Why not? We'll just do like a whole full run here on the restaurant. Make sure we have enough of this stuff. Let's do, burgers again. Just make sure you have enough. And then why don't we, checking the grift really quick, why don't we get a few more cheap gifts as well while we're here, if we can. Just 4 boxes? No, not 4 boxes. Let's do, 3 boxes of these. That should hold that business over for quite a while. All right, 2 boxes then, fine, whatever. And since we're gonna be going to a place that has a hand cart, we can leave that. That's how I normally do it. So $5,600 for this trip. All right, I delivered everything to the fast food restaurant. So they have everything they're going to have. Inside my truck now is just the 200 cheap gifts and then an extra box of soda cans because we actually sell those at the gift shop too. So they usually get like 1 extra box of soda cans to deliver as well. All right, so we'll drop those off. Then it's back to dealing with HQ. Damn it. It's like you go into a video thinking, all right, I'm going to focus entirely on this. All right, this is what I'm doing today, nothing else. And then the game's like, actually, I have a better idea. Why don't you just do the same thing you've been doing? Hang on, I want to put this back in. I need to get hand truck, and then these 2 things, and then back over here. All right, I'm parking on the wrong side of the road again. Oh, still illegal. Come on, give me it. Legal, got it. Okay, good. And we'll go in. I'm just gonna grab this hand truck, and we're gonna buy a few things. We're gonna want to make sure that people are cleaning because they want a clean work environment too, most likely. So we'll get one of these cleaning stations. We'll grab, let's say, 3 of these cabinets with drawers, and that's our first order. And I don't think we need anything else from in here. I don't think. I think that's the only things we're going to need for our HQ. And we really don't need those cabinets, but I just decided to have them anyway. And we don't know what these employees are going to want. You know, sometimes they want a couch to sit in, you know, a place to lounge, coffee machine, all right? Maybe they want a television in their office. I have no idea. So when they, you know, when we take a look at what our prospects are, for the right person, it's worth it to endure a one-time, you know, cost to make the right employee happy if they're going to be a good balance between skill and their expected salary. So we'll see. So inside here, we'll take the cabinet with drawers, and I think for now I'm going to place it over here. So we'll just make sure that we're placing all 3 of them like this, and like this. Okay, and then cleaning station, you know, we can, the whole thing is an office. I'm not entirely sure we even need this, but why don't we place the cleaning station, like, I don't know, way over in this corner, I guess. I don't even know if we're going to need that, to be honest, but. Oh, and then the other thing we need is coffee machine can now be set up on this counter. We'll have it set up on maybe this one here. You probably need to put like a garbage right there, right? And if they want like a place to lounge, like sofas and stuff, we can turn like maybe this area back here into like a break room sort of thing, television screens on the walls, or paintings and couches and whatever. Like we can do that if that's what they want. All right. So, I mean, so far anyway, that takes care of our HQ, and it takes care of all of our businesses. So it's really up to the city workforce now to find me what I'm looking for, all right? It's up to them to figure this out now. So I just have to wait that out. But one thing I could do, because I know I'm gonna want logistics people anyway, so one thing I could do is get a logistics person, get them searching for one at least, and a logistics person as well. So why don't we shoot them a phone call real quick. We want to go to City Workforce Incorporated. We'll shoot them a phone call and say, I want you to find a logistics manager as well. Make them young, I guess, so they can, I don't know, maybe they won't want as much money. We'll say, I want you to find 3 over the next 3 days. And this gives me at least somebody else that we can look for, because we're going to need both of those things eventually anyway. All right, we'll play video games for 3 hours. No idea if that will make my guy happy or not. It does. Nice. I don't need to walk in the park then. Cool. And then we'll just go ahead and sleep until, let's say, 8 o'clock. See if anything's wrong. Making 3,300. A lot of this, kind of like digging into the profits, why it's not in the 4,000 range right now, is because I'm actually paying more for loans. I've got 3 of these loans I'm paying $100 a day on right now. So my loan fee, my loan rate was $451, and now it's $435. So I must have like paid off some more. But you know, you can click these and just pay them off whenever you want, kind of thing. So yeah, all these loads. I haven't got a chance to read anybody's comments about the math on that yet, but I look forward to hearing how stupid that idea really is in the end. All right, yeah, so it's just about sitting here and waiting. I could maybe get some people training. I don't have a whole lot of employees left to try and train here, but everybody's got the check boxes. Everybody's got their needs met. Everybody is at 100% satisfaction. Seems pretty good, man. All right, I'll just let this run for a little bit until we get our prospects, and I'll be right back. All right, so I've let it run for about 12 hours, really not even that long. We've got a couple of prospects here. Georgina Brown, this is actually our only purchasing agent that's been found so far, which is interesting because I told them to do this one first. We've actually found 2 separate logistics managers, and both of these ladies here are probably what I'll end up hiring. Esme Baker wants a sofa. We're going to see if we can't get somebody who's just wants the same stuff, so I don't have to buy a sofa at the moment. So we can hold off on this. We don't need it yet. And then Georgina Brown, she's a purchasing agent with 26%. Wants 28 an hour, which is really good. And she wants a peaceful work environment. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but we'll see. I do want to see all my options before I hire them, but just kind of getting an idea of what their demands are. A peaceful work environment, low. I guess this is low impact on their happiness, right? So they'd like it, you know. If it's not there, you know, as long as everything else is fine, then okay. But yeah. And then she has a medium impact on wanting a sofa. So anyway, we can just let this run for a little bit longer here and see if we find anybody else. We'll go all the way to, I'll go like midday Thursday and see what happens there. We only made $3,000. There's another call. Okay, good. Those are the calls we needed. So let's check it out and see what we get here. So we've got, okay, we'll just go down the list. So there's Regina Brown, Esme, Owen. We've seen those guys already, so let's come down here. 32 an hour from Mark Hughes. 37 wants a stump mesh office chair. This guy wants the $2,200 office chair. Pass. Multi-purpose chair. I'm already giving that to you. Logistics manager, 26%. I like you. I like you a lot. You're hired. Because I'm already giving that to you. And then we want to have, I think I'm taking Georgina. Yeah, 26 right here. We'll hire Georgina. So we have two of the types of employees that we're going to need for our HQ, okay? But they're not that good, okay? Now, purchasing agents, right? The better their skill, the better the deals they're going to be able to get for us. So we want to train the skill as much as we can. Let's get that right up there as like as high as possible, because that's going to be discounts for us. There's nothing actually explicitly said in the game yet, but I suspect that the logistics manager skill, that will dictate how many trucks they can manage. I want to say, you know, the scale at which they can manage their logistics and their business. It doesn't specifically say that in the F1 help menu. I haven't heard it specifically from Jonas yet, but I think that's probably what that is. Regardless, we want to train him up anyway, because this is our first one and it's going to be our only one for a while. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, he's not going to be very happy because he doesn't have the chair. And while he's training, I think his happiness goes down even while he's training. So I'm probably going to have to slap him in a chair every once in a while to make him happy. There's not really a whole lot for him to do. So that might be the next mistake hire, is hiring somebody who, you know, has these special requests and I'm not able to provide them for him. And so we have, it looks like one more, another purchasing agent, 32 an hour. Yeah, she wants office desk 2. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's the angled one or if it's the one I already bought. We'll put a pin in that, right? We don't need it. We'll put a pin in it. Let's go just like get to the part where I can fix this. Burgers and fries, right? I think our deliveries happen on Sunday. Yeah, we'll change the delivery to Saturday here. It looks like we're out of burgers and fries. Always burgers and fries. We'll bring the soda cans down, bring this up like so. We're almost over this. Not needing this anymore would be great. And then, yeah, we'll deal with that on Saturday now. So we just need to get like a couple of boxes of these things, and then the delivery will take care of it from there. Okay, so that's it. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so I was speeding time along to get the whole purchasing agent thing, get those guys trained up. And I just decided, you know, the gift shop doesn't have any agreements with this place to get deliveries or anything. I'd like to not think about it for a while, so I'm just going to directly buy $22,000 worth of cheap gifts and expensive gifts. And I have the money to do so. Let's just do it. And I can just put this stuff on the gift shop shelves, and I probably just don't have to think about it for at least several weeks. So that's going to be how I deal with that situation. Just a direct infusion, because I'm not making much money anymore, because the gift shop's barely doing anything. And up until recently anyway, I think even still the case is the same. Yeah, the gift shop makes a lot more than the restaurant does. So it's still kind of actually better to just have a chain of gift shops than it is restaurants at the moment. At least in my playthrough it is, because gift shop is really not that profitable at all. I mean, it's still extra money, but it's not as much as this gift shop, not even close. All right, so, and no, keep in mind, the gift shop has marketing behind it. The restaurant does not. So with marketing, I bet that dynamic changes. But for the time being, I wanted to see how the restaurant would do with zero marketing whatsoever. And so that's what we have right now. Let's make sure this is cheap gifts. No, just put it on the shelf, and then it just takes care of itself. Yeah, there you go, cheap gifts. Okay. Actually, if you switch it to expensive and then switch it back to cheap, it'll, yeah, refill the shelves like that. That's fine. Okay, so we have these two are not currently assigned to a place, and satisfaction is starting to drop because they're not working at all. I want the purchasing agent to go ahead and train one more time. I guess we'll get the logistics person to do it too. For now, we'll just train both of them again, and then we'll just unload all these gifts because I have the money to do so. Okay, so I've let this run for quite a few days. Been managing the businesses, trying to get everything to stay in stock, and I've been training these guys. So Georgina Brown is now up to 86% on her purchasing agent skills, and Adil Mitchell up to 86% as well. 86 is pretty good. I'm going to go up to 96 with the purchasing agent. I'm going to leave the other person alone. I'm going to leave him the way he is, and instead I'm going to assign him to the business, and I need to get him a uniform. So let's configure uniform presets, and we're going to make a new preset, and I'm just going to call it HQ. That's going to be the HQ preset. Now we're going to be very professional here, and I think we're going black suit, tie, no hats, nice shoes, nice pants, black, you know, very businessy. Right, so I think this is probably good for our headquarters. There we go. And then for our female outfits, we'll go with the nice dress pants black. We'll go with, let's say, this arrangement. And yeah, kind of like that, I guess. And then no hat. And then for the shoes, we'll go black shoes there, okay? So there you go. We have our office dress attire. You can see he now has the multi-purpose chair, so he'll be happy. His satisfaction will start going up instead of dropping every day. And then Georgina Brown, you know, when she's done here, then we'll get her in, and then her outfit will be the HQ outfit uniform as well. Okay, so let's go one more day, or maybe we can probably just... Yeah, unfortunately, I need the purchasing agent in her seat before I can do the thing I want to do. So, now the good news is, I guess, is that Saturday... we're not gonna have to pay them, right? They work hourly still, so Saturday and Sunday they literally aren't getting paid. So that's great. So I don't need to worry about whether or not to assign her right away or not. So we're just gonna sleep this off, I guess. Waste our days away. There we go. The place I need to go is closed anyway until the next day, so I need it to be appropriate time on the next day anyway. So now we're gonna say that Adil Mitchell. He has no task. So his work satisfaction, I mean, I guess he's fine with it. I figured his work satisfaction would drop, but he looks like he's fine with it. Georgina Brown, you are now assigned at 96%, which is great. You are now assigned to Char Inc. as a purchasing agent. Now we get to do the fun stuff with this. So let's just make sure that it's like, oh, really? You're going to run out of paper bags on me? You just got to do it, don't you, game? We'll go to like 8 o'clock-ish or something, right? We'll consume some food. There we go. Let's play. Oh, give me like an hour of video games. I'm going to get my happiness up. There we go. And then what we're going to do now is I'm going to get my vehicle, right? And I really don't need, I don't think anyway, the hand truck, so I can probably just ditch it. But we're going to go over to the water. Now, I haven't assigned her to the, hang on, I haven't assigned her to the workstation yet. So I need to go to here and no. I think I actually, yeah, right here. Okay. So we have 2 computer stations, right? So we need our purchasing agent, put her on that computer, and that's all days. And then a deal will go here. Now they're on all days, every day, etc. And so far, it's peaceful work environment says no. I'm wondering what peaceful work environment means. I'm gonna have to look at that.
Your first operational employee working from your brand new headquarters. Starting to sound pretty fancy, huh? Now, we need to get your purchasing agent working. But first, we need a place to store all your imported products.
Right, so the goal now is to get a warehouse and everything. But first, let me just... This game keeps me busy with the restaurant. It really just, they use so much burgers and fries everywhere. It must be really good. You know, we must have just have really good food and I just didn't know it. All right, delivered all the stuff that the restaurant wanted and then some. So they should be good for at least a couple of days. I really hope so. So I'm actually going to take that hand truck back, and we're going to head over to AJ Pedersen and Son because we need to buy a pallet shelf. Now, these are the shelves that we use in our normal storages, but if we want to do warehouse shelves, that's this, and they're $3,000 a piece. We're going to grab 2 of them to start, okay? I don't think I can really afford to do more than that, although I kind of want to. I don't know, like, fine, you know what? We'll do 3 of them for now. We'll see how that goes. So that's $9,000 in just shelving. There's only one checkout counter here. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So with $9,000 worth of shelving, it's time to figure out where are we going to place this shelving, okay? So to figure that out, we need to now get a small warehouse, renting a small warehouse. So let's turn off the retail, go turn on warehouses. We see there are 2 different sized warehouses. I know the buildings are kind of different. You know, they look like there's many different sizes, but there's really fundamentally 2 different sizes of warehouse, okay? There are I want to say this is a smaller one, okay? There are warehouses that have 1 vehicle bay. There we go. 2 vehicle bays. Now, this one costs $131 for rent. That one's got 2 vehicle bays. And you can usually see it on the map. There's these little sort of spots. So there's only 1 spot here, therefore 1 vehicle bay, 1 vehicle bay here, 1 vehicle bay there, 1 vehicle bay there. And then if I flip the map around, I believe we'll get... that one doesn't actually show me multiple vehicle bays. It's showing there's 2 doors, but I don't exactly know where those doors are. That's interesting. I would have thought it would be these larger ones, but would be it. But no, they're just 1. So anyway, 92, and the larger one is 131. There's not a huge difference between the rents, but there's a huge difference in their utility in that you have multiple vehicle bays, which is really important when you scale because your logistics managers need to be able to manage multiple trucks, and those trucks have a limited number of businesses and deliveries in which they can make. So the more trucks you can have, the better your logistics will be. And if you're limited to only 1 vehicle bay, you're limited in how many deliveries and how many businesses you can manage the logistics for. So you'll have to get another warehouse, right? But this is cheaper. To have 1 that has 2 vehicle bays is always going to be cheaper than having 2 with 1 vehicle bay each, of course. So we're going to rent this one. So we need to hire drivers now, which is a thing. We also need to have vehicles in there as well. So we're first going to go to contacts. I'm going to go to Anderson Recruitment Corp. I'm going to give them a call, and I'm going to tell them that I'm looking to hire a driver, a delivery driver. And I don't care how old they are, I guess. And let's find... I don't know, let's just go with 2 for now and find them in the next, 3 days. All right. We're going to try to find a delivery driver too. And see, there's a lot of money that goes into this. Renting different warehouses, the deposit, the down payment on that place was pretty high and all that stuff. So that plays a part. So let's go see where in the world the entrance to this warehouse is, because the final step in this before our objectives are complete is to place the pallet shelf in the warehouse. Let's go take a look. Where do we pull in at? Okay, there's the 2 vehicle bays. You just couldn't easily see them. Now, if we can back into this vehicle bay, which is what I plan to do, we're just gonna back into it, hit go, and that will get us to be in reverse. And we can back right up to this extra place here where they can start loading the trucks. When you get larger vehicles, this is going to play a big role, not a big role, I guess. When you get larger vehicles, though, it's going to look better if you park them this direction, okay? Now, if you park one of these trucks in this slot, it can get assigned to the slot, okay? It looks like I actually have to go all the way up here, yep, to get access to the door. And we can get the 3 pallet shelves out now. So these 3 pallet shelves, we're going to go ahead and add one of the pallet shelves all the way in the back here. And we're just going to go as far back as it lets me go. Wow, it won't let me do that. I guess I have to be out more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, if I have to do that, then that's what I have to do. Like that, I guess. That's going to satisfy the objective.
Ah, this is excellent. We'll use this warehouse to store your products until we can get them into your stores. We'll get back to that later. But now, let's start stocking up these beautiful new shelves.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to leave the van here. I've backed it into this spot, and when I get out, it gets assigned to the warehouse. So this is now a functional vehicle that our driver will go ahead and drive. Now, our drivers, of course, need training as well, and I don't have any hired yet. And the better the skill level of the driver, the better the truck they're able to drive. So lower skilled drivers, like we'll have in the beginning, can only handle the vans. But eventually, you can get these big trucks here with the big trailers. They can haul a lot more goods at a time, so you'll be able to handle more businesses with them. Because the smaller vehicles, I want to say that each of the vans, unless it's been changed since I last played, which is possible, each of the vans, these $6,000 ones here, can handle 2 businesses. And each of the larger trucks can handle 4 businesses. And so if you have 2 slots, one warehouse can service 8 businesses if you have the logistics managers and stuff set up to handle that. So that's pretty good. And you obviously want to get to that, but it's $100,000 for one of those trucks, which is obviously pretty crazy. Now, one of my employees here, Georgina, she wants a peaceful work environment, and it did check. Initially, it didn't check, so I was kind of wondering, what the heck that's going to entail, but now it's going to work. Okay, so my van is now the company van, right? My van now belongs to that warehouse. And so the final step here that we want to do, and I don't think we can do it in time, but I'm going to try. I'm going to get into my car here, and we are going to race over to the marina. We're going to race over to the water. I want to say it's this one, Seaside Internationals, and they import for the food industry. That's what we want first. And they are open in 15 hours. Okay, so they're closed for the day. Stop. Let's go back home. Closed for the day. Didn't quite get them in time. Now, looks like Uncle Fred wants me to go to Jet Cargo Imports. That's probably the one we need to go to in order to handle the gift shop. I'm not concerned with the gift shop right now. I'm significantly more concerned with the one that takes more of my time, and that's the restaurant. So I'm going to get the restaurant going before I get that one going. I mean, they both need to be done, but that's it. Okay, so we'll say like that. And eventually, as we get more and more businesses... Oh my, Libby and Roosevelt called in sick on the same day. That's a problem. We're going to be one person all day from 5 to 5. Well, guess who's working in his restaurant today? Okay, so we made a bunch of money yesterday. We're at 40,000 in cash, and to be honest, I mean, we're gonna need to order some stuff for, for those basic deliveries and everything. But we can clear off a lot of these loans, and so I've been hitting this button a couple of times to really just pay off this stuff and try to get out of debt a little bit more. So we got, not a whole lot of payments left to make. I actually just go ahead and do this, I guess. And so we're down to like less than 10 loans. Is it 10 loans now? We're not in very much debt anymore. So this is just pure cash at this point. Looking pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna eat some food. 8:45 in the morning. Time to go do what Uncle Fred wants. Kinda. We're gonna set up a thing with Jet Cargo Imports, but I'm gonna do that after I get a contract for the food, because I really want this. I want to stop this from happening. I don't want to manage Grow Me Slowly anymore. All right, I'm okay with the gift shop, and so I'm kind of confused as to which way to go, because I know the one I want to go to is here, but the waypoint was that way. You get it. Never mind. Anyway, we're going here. This is the one. All right. Yep, wrong way on the street. I know. Pull our little Hansa into here. Let's get out. Walk through the front door. And this is what a warehouse would look like if it had shelves upon shelves all full of stuff, right? So go to the import manager, say, hi, I'd like to select Georgina Brown, my purchasing agent, to work with her. And now Georgina is purchasing with this supplier. So in order to get things set up with Jet Cargo Imports, which apparently that's already checkmarked, I guess. In order to get things set up with Jet Cargo Imports for the gift shop, I actually need another purchasing agent, but this is the one I care more about. As for delivery drivers, it looks like we've got one that's 38% skill, 18 years old, $33 an hour, or we can go for the 25% skill, 43-year-old for $27 an hour. I don't know. I'll just gonna pick this one, and then we can go in and get that person assigned to the warehouse, or we can get them to train. I think for now, I'm gonna assign them as a driver. So this warehouse now gets a driver added to this UMC Desert. This is our delivery driver right here. So we'll hire you, and you're on that slot. So I have up to 2 vehicles, right? 2 different vehicles. And so now with our purchasing agent, we can go in and fill this warehouse that we have with stuff that's relevant. So we'll go back over to here, purchasing agents, Seaside Internationals. Now, with imports like this, you have to buy it in bulk, right? That's the whole point. You spend less per product, but you buy it in bulk. Right, and there's no order fee like delivery fee and stuff like the wholesaler charges you, but you are paying for the warehouse rent and the driver, and you had to buy the vehicle, etc. So there is some cost in setting up that. You can deliver one time, or you can have it repeat every so often. And I think I want to repeat the order every 7 days. And then the minimum order is $6,000 worth of goods. I can handle that. So for burgers, let's have them order 600 burgers. We'll say 800 French fry box. This is per product, not boxes. My bad. So actually, what we want, I think, is let's do 1,200 burgers, 1,400 fries. We're eventually gonna start doing hot dogs too, but let's not do that yet. Soda cans, let's do like 2,000. Probably not. Let's not do 2,000. Let's go 1,500 on that. And so now our order total is only $2,000. So we need to order even more stuff than this, right? So let's go and order, say, 200 pizzas and 800 hot dogs. It's still not enough. So burgers, we want even more. And this is per week. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense that you want more. So let's do 3,000 burgers, 4,000 French fries, and we'll say 3,000 soda cans, and now we're over $6,000, right? $67.92. So that's our order. And we're going to repeat this every 7 days. And we want to designate the product to go to a certain warehouse. In this case, we're just going to put it to warehouse 1. I think eventually we can rename these. At least I hope we can, but I don't know that. We want all the things we're ordering to be warehouse 1, warehouse 1, warehouse 1. And if I scroll down, warehouse 1. I think everything has got it assigned warehouse now. Yes. Okay, good. Order. So that's going to happen, and that'll happen tomorrow. I should be bringing that in probably every Tuesday now, I guess. Next delivery is on day 65 at midnight. Yeah, so it'll roll over to Tuesday, and on that time, we must have this much money in our account. And then all this stuff gets delivered to the warehouse. And then Dale Mitchell, right? That's my logistics manager. We now need to assign this logistics manager to a warehouse. So that's this one here. And right now there are 2 vehicles. We deliver up to 3 destinations. And then we're going to add a destination. We're going to say, I want you to manage Grow Me Slowly. All right. So now we have 1 destination for this logistics manager. And we have a driver, right? Person can handle 2 drivers. Maybe the skill here raises how many drivers they can handle. I don't know. The warehouse, actually, never mind. That's not it. I really don't know what the logistics manager can do, to be honest. I know what they do, but I don't know what their skill level does, right? I said that already. In any case, there's 2 vehicle bays, and there's only 1 vehicle. So, up to 3 destinations for now. So burgers, how much do we want to keep in stock at all times? This is where we get it to be really good. How much do we want to always be in stock? Well, I want to make sure that we always have at least 2,000 paper bags. Okay, good. You can have 2,000 paper bags. That's 2 boxes. Not a big deal. I want to make sure that soda cans, we always have, let's say, 600 in stock. Okay, good. Probably not enough. We don't need to have that much. Let's go 400 in stock. Okay. For pizza, let's say 100 in stock for now. We're not really selling it anymore, so we'll just say 100 here. For French fries, let's keep a minimum of 500 in stock, and for burgers, we'll keep a minimum of 400 in stock. And that's it. All right. Now we don't have paper bags being delivered here. All right. We're going to need to kind of do that ourselves for a little bit. But the purchasing agent's taking care of everything else. And it looks like salad is also a possibility as well. We can also serve salad at our restaurant if you're into that kind of thing. It might be profitable, I don't know. But that sets up the basics for what we want to do. Purchasing agent is going to bring it in bulk. Logistics managers are then going to cooperate with the drivers and select destinations to have a certain number of products based on this list delivered to that destination, and they will make sure that that stock stays in stock every day. And so once that ticks over to Tuesday, we're going to be in really good shape, and I won't have to deal with managing the restaurant and stuff anymore. Okay? Good stuff. Next, let's go to City Workforce Inc. We're going to call them up. Actually, I don't have to do that because we still have some candidates from our previous search. So that's fantastic. Let's instead hire 32. I'm not buying you that big chair. We're going to do this one here. Isabel Cooper. We're going to hire you as a new purchasing agent, okay? And then Isabel Cooper, we're going to have you go ahead and start training because we want discounts, right? So we'll start training our next purchasing agent so that they can handle a contract with Jet Cargo Imports, and at that point we can then start bringing in the remaining items that we sell in our 2 stores. And now we finally get to the part of the game where I can have people manage all the micromanaging stuff for me, and I can focus on the macro picture, setting up new businesses, new opportunities, fine-tuning things a little bit more. And my HQ will then need an HR manager so that I can also have them handle training as well as employee scheduling and things like that. I'm not sure why I'm going this way because they're almost out of French fries and I want to just give it to them one last time for old time's sake. I'm hoping this is the last time I have to do this. Although I think I will probably start doing that. I'll still come in here for like setting up businesses' initial supply. So things like if we do a jewelry store, then the initial supply of jewelry will probably be purchased from here. I'm pretty sure we can also stock shelves ourselves if we want to. I'm not sure why I'm doing it this way. This is the stupid way to do it, but especially since I'm not even holding shift to run. But by all means, continue doing it the dumb way. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna put these paper bags in the warehouse, and that way they're still connected to the logistics network, and they can still be delivered and managed that way. Okay, that's the bulk of our setup, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. We will see what this setup does, what it looks like in the next video, huh? We'll pick up from Tuesday then. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and all that stuff. Also, another big thank you to the members that you see on the right side of your screen now. These guys are heroes. That money is going directly towards childcare. It's going to be a huge help. It already is showing itself as a huge help to me anyway. So I appreciate that again for that support. Take it easy, guy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.